Hello, my name is Melanie Leslie. My thematic unit covers bugs, gross. Well, I guess if you haven't figured it out, I'll let you know. My unit's covering bugs, and the name of my thematic unit is Let's Get Buggy, and it's for kindergartners. I want my students to learn more about insects with plenty of hands-on activities that are fun for them. I want them to be able to identify what the insects are rather than just saying, hey, here there's that creepy looking bug, or there's that red one or orange one or whatever. They'll also be able to identify the parts of insects, know whether or not it's a bug or an insect. They'll be able to match. They'll be able to learn patterns, measurement. They'll learn graphing in the life cycle, and they will also learn to count. So I have a lot going on with my unit. I'm going to go ahead and show you my my binder, and it's called, of course, Let's Get Buggy. On the inside of my binder, I have the different tabs. The first section is the introduction, and it just talks about what the whole unit's going to cover. My next section is the science bulletin board, then the science learning station, the math learning station. And then I went ahead and put my lesson plans in here that I did for our other assignments in this class. I went ahead and did them for my thematic unit. And one of my lessons is over patterns, and the other one is over the life cycle. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start showing you my math learning station. My first activity included containers. Here, let me go ahead. It's called Jars of Bugs, and it has little pictures to show them what to do. What the students are going to do is they're going to observe the bugs in the containers using little magnifying glasses and just looking at them and watching them. And then what they're going to do after they do that is they're going to get the dry erase marker, and they're going to actually graph how many bugs are in each container. So if the ladybugs I already graphed some of them, have one ladybug, so they draw one ladybug. The grasshoppers had two grasshoppers, so they drew two grasshoppers. So when they've done this, then it tells them in the directions to choose two columns, which I only did two, but they should have it all filled out, and write and add them. So on the scrap paper that they'll have, or that here, wrong side, they'll have one ladybug plus two grasshoppers, and they have three altogether. So then when they're done with that, they'll turn that in. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my file folder game. Creepy crawly bugs. And the directions are on the back. They'll open it up, and it's going to show them, they're going to do shortest to longest. So on this one, the shortest one's the ant, so they'll do one with the dry erase marker. This one's the second to the shortest one, and then that one's the longest. And they'll fill all of it out that way, and then when they're done, they will erase it, close it up, and put it away. Okay. The next one is measuring insects. So it tells them what to do. They're going to take out the little measurer that measures in inches, measure the bug, then they'll measure each bug. They'll take a paper, and they're going to draw a picture of the bug, of whichever insect it is, and write how many inches it is. When they've completed that part of the assignment, then they'll look in Inching Along worksheet and take out one of the worksheets. It says Inching Along, and they're going to measure them and write it. When they've completed this work, they can put it all in the finished work folder. And that is my math learning station. So now I'm going to move along and show you my science learning station. This one's my favorite. If I can get it back. What I did was I took a tree limb from outside, and this actually has all the phases on here. this activity is called Can You Find Me? So they're going to have to look for each phase, and it tells them specifically which phase to look for first. Like right here is the egg. Then they're going to look for the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and last but not least, the butterfly. Now, once they've done this, I'm going to put this down. Then they're going to take these little books, and they're going to draw each stage. Once they've drawn their little book of the stages in the correct order, they're going to share their book with one of their friends. And that's that activity. Another one I have is the file folder game. All my file folders, I put these really cool instructions. I really like this idea where I can put the pictures, actual photographs in them. And they'll open it up. And I already went ahead, like this is Velcroed, but they'll take everything out of this envelope. But I just went ahead and did it this way so y'all could see it. The egg, the caterpillar, the chrysalis, and the butterfly. That's the correct order. And then they also Velcro on the actual words. And that activity, they'll put it back in the envelope and they're done. Then I've got this activity that's called the butterfly mobile. And they're going to take the pictures out. They'll cut them out, color them. All the supplies are in the bucket. They'll glue their pictures onto the butterfly, tape the yarn to these, and hang them from the hanger, and that makes their mobile. Now, just in case any of them get confused about the order of the cycle, we in my lesson plan, I actually went over this book with the students, and I'm going to put this in the center for them so they can flip through it if they forget the order, or also they can look over at the dry erase board, because I will have had work up there where the students actually drew the cycle out, that they can go back and look at that if they need help. And that is my science station. So now I'm going to show you guys my science bulletin board. And hang on just a second because I got to move a couple of things. And here we go. Alright, this is my science bulletin board, and it's called Let's Get Buggy. They can identify the insect parts. What they'll do is they'll take all the parts out. I have all these different parts. They would do each one of them, stick it up on the board, and then like these little pieces have the actual name. So they put the head on the head, thorax on the thorax, abdomen on the abdomen, antenna, legs. You get the picture. Then they'll put those all back, which I forgot to mention. There are instructions that they will use that have the words and the pictures on each one. And all the activities on the board have instructions just like this. My next activity, I'm an insect, has the directions, then the pictures, whether or not it's an insect. They will have to place them on here. Insect, fly is an insect. Let's see what's not an insect. A tarantula is not. You get the point. They'll fill up the whole thing. Then lastly, I have match the insect. Walk around here. The students will take the little insects out of here. It's that I use the little tacky stuff on almost all of these. Anyway, they'll match these like down here to whichever one's the correct one. Like that one's ladybug. And once they fill up the whole thing, there's instructions on here that tell them that they are to count all of the insects that they have on there, and then they'll write that number on the paper. And that is my unit. I really hope you guys enjoyed my presentation and got some great ideas. I'm looking forward to looking at everyone else's work and getting some great ideas from y'all. Thank you.